Okay, boys and girls, for chapter 6 and 9, the first real sand giving with Blanco. He's wanting to have a real Thanksgiving because he's Cuban American and his family immigrated from Cuba, even though he was born here in the United States. And they carry on their Cuban traditions, and they really don't celebrate the things the way that Americans celebrate them. So he really wants to have a Thanksgiving like true Americans do, so that he feels like he can fit in and belong with everyone else at school who are Americans. He doesn't feel like he's fitting in and belonging, and that's what he wants, is to fit in and belong. And there's this clash of cultures right now, this American culture and this Cuban culture. They're clashing and they're not mixing. Okay, he wants to be American, and his family all want to stay Cuban and practice that Cuban heritage, and he wants to do things like what Americans do. And so those two things are clashing. Okay, and so Abuelo agrees that they can have a Thanksgiving, and so they look at the ad from their local grocery store, and so they go through it and the Liberty Mart flyer, and they make a list of everything that they need to get and how much it's going to cost. So he goes to the grocery store, and he doesn't know what he's really truly looking for, because this isn't the typical food that they would eat. They would eat Mexican food, Cuban food, okay? And so he asks a lady that he says looks like Miss Brady from the Brady Bunch, a TV show from the 1970s, okay? And so he asked her about where he would find these things for Thanksgiving dinner. And so she proceeds to tell him. And so he goes and he buys the things that he needs for Thanksgiving. And he has to buy the turkey. And he doesn't really know for sure about how to purchase a turkey. And so he's amazed at how it has the directions on it and how to estimate how much turkey you need based on how many people that are eating. And so, and it also has, we know this, if you've ever baked a turkey before, it has a little red temperature thermometer, and when it pops up, that means the turkey's done, okay, in the oven. And so he's amazed by all of this stuff. And so he gets the turkey, and he gets all of his groceries. Now, he's riding a bike. How is he going to carry all these groceries and the turkey home? So he has to come back to get the turkey. And so when he comes back to get his turkey, he's trying to ride his bike and carry this huge turkey, this 20-pound turkey, which is not going to be easy to do, riding his bike from the Liberty Mart to home. So he rides over a pothole like I always did for the heck of it. One of the knots slipped because he's carrying it in a grocery bag, and he knotted it, and the frozen turkey slid like a shuffleboard puck down the sidewalk and into the gutter before stopping inches away from the catch drain. Okay, so we know what a shuffleboard is. You have the long stick and it has a puck, and you slide it across the floor, and whatever it lands on is your points. Okay, now that's a simile. It's saying how that turkey slid. Okay, so turkeys don't slide. Okay, so that is personification. It's giving it a human characteristic to something that's not human, okay? And then he thought, no problem, it's still frozen, it's still sealed, and it's plastic, it's okay. And then so he ties some extra knots on it to make it even tighter. But while I was cutting through the parking lot, I fell again and skidded under a huge 4-door sedan. So now he's wrecked his bike, okay, and the turkey, not he, but the turkey fell again, sorry, when he was cutting through the parking lot, and the turkey skids underneath of a vehicle. Now, once again, a turkey can't skid, so that's personification, giving something that's not human characteristics, okay? And so he has to crouch down, and he tried to grab it, but it was out of his reach of his arms. Finally, he squirmed under the car on the belly and yanked it back. The turkey and me emerging grimy and blotched with oil. Okay? Now, what's he going to do? Is the turkey ruined? Is it still there? Are they going to be able to bake it? Okay, so we don't know. We have suspense here. What's going to happen? So that's what happened today in our couple of pages that we read. And how we're wondering, how's this first Thanksgiving going to go for him? Okay, he's Cuban American, and his family has migrated to the United States and they're Cuban American. So are they going to be able to pull off this first real Thanksgiving?